Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Examiners of the Munaqasah examination, Mr. Nuardi MPD. In this special occasion, I am Dea Ayu Syabana. My student number is 1201042536. My supervisors, Mr. Dr. Nur Aisyah Zulkifli MPD. I am a student of English Education Department, Faculty of Tarbiyah and Teacher Training, State Islamic University of Sultan Syarif Kasim, Riau. I would like to present about my thesis with the title Teacher Experience on Utilizing Digital Media in Teaching English at Senior High School. Chapter 1. Background of the problem. Media is commonly used by English teachers in the learning process. The use of technology and digital media can offer assistance the learning process and ended up more effective. Digital media for instructional purposes is a text or picture in a form of digital through internet and includes teaching contents or materials which aim at improving teaching effectiveness. Holzberger et al. 2013. Based on the preliminary study at SMAN 1 Bangkinang, researchers found several phenomena. The problem faced by teachers in utilizing digital media are limited number of in-focus, time limitation, and the internet network is sometimes disrupted. And students often feel bored, and sometimes students have difficulty understanding the information provided by the teacher. Next slide is identification of the problem. The problem of the research is some students often feel bored and lazy to pay attention to the teacher. Some students sometimes have difficulty understanding the information provided by the teacher and lack of motivation. Teachers spend more time to prepare the media, limited number of in focus, and the internet network is sometimes disrupted. Limitation of the problem. This study is focused on the teacher experience on utilizing digital media in teaching English at senior high school at SMAN 1 Bangkinang Kota. Next is formulation of the problem. First, how is the teacher's experience on the importance of digital media in teaching English at senior high school? Second, how is the teacher experience on the student attitude in the use of digital media in teaching English? And the third, how is the teacher experience on the impact of digital media towards the students' English proficiency at senior high school? Next slide is objective and significance of the research. Objectives of the research is to describe the teacher's experience on the importance of digital media in teaching English at senior high school, to describe the teacher's experience on the student attitude in the use of digital media in teaching English at senior high school, and to explore the teacher's experience on the impact of digital media towards the student English proficiency at senior high school. Significance of the research. Theoretically, this study contributes on the use of digital media that can easily receive learning material and can help increase the effectiveness of achieving learning objectives. Practically, this study helped the teacher to choose the appropriate digital media in teaching English. Next slide is relevant research. First, Ramadan et al. 2019, entitled Teacher Competence in Utilizing Digital Media Literacy in Education. Second, York Ming 2017, entitled Teacher's Perspective towards digital teaching tools in Thai EFL classroom. And the third, Suryani 2016, entitled Utilization of Digital Media to Improve the Quality and Attractiveness of Teaching of History. Next is conceptual framework. The researchers determined some indicators. First, teacher experience on the importance of digital media in teaching English. There are 3 points: gain student attention and motivation, help improve student English proficiency, and assist teaching and learning process in the classroom. Second, teacher experience on the student attitude in the use of digital media in teaching English. There are 2 points. One, student being interested and motivated. 2, student being active in class participation. And the third indicator is teacher experience on the impact of digital media towards the student's English proficiency. The point is enhancing vocabulary, reading skill, listening skill, writing skill, and speaking skill. Mardiana W. 2020. Next is Chapter 3. In this study, the researcher will use qualitative approach with descriptive design. Next slide. This study will conducted from June until September 2024 at SMAN 1, Bangkinang. The subject is teacher who teaching English at SMAN 1, Bangkinang Kota, and the object is teacher experience on utilizing digital media in teaching English. Next, participant. The participants of this research is teacher who teaching English at SMAN 1, Bangkinang Kota. Researcher used a purposive sampling technique in choosing the research participant. Sugiono 2018. Next slide is technique of collecting data. In this study, the researcher will use field note and interview. Next is technique of data analysis. First is data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing. Next is finding. First, the finding reveals that the utilization of digital media could assist teaching and learning process in the classroom. Teachers believe that using digital media can help teacher in teaching process. Number 2, student being interested and motivated in learning. Student also being active in learning process. And the last, the utilization of digital media has a good effect on students' abilities and could help students to improve their skill, especially speaking, listening, and vocabulary. Next is conclusion. This research confirms that digital media can influence students' attitude, like students' interest, motivation, and being active in the learning process. And utilizing the digital media can influence students' English proficiency, such as vocabulary, listening, and speaking skill. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you, and I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.